back, everybody. Today I wanted to do a quick field review of this little pistol right here. This is the Smith Wesson SD9 VE. So it looks like a Sigma, but it is not a Sigma. So that's one thing I just want to get up front. I actually did a review of the Sigma probably 4 or 5 years ago, and I actually did a review of this little pistol right here about 3 years ago. I uploaded it. I just never made it public, never got around to it. What I'm going to do is actually upload it over on the B channel for you guys to check out. But I wanted to give, again, a quick field review here because right now these pistols are going for a pretty good price over at Brownells with a discount code below and the mail-in rebate. Right now you can get this thing shipped to your FFL for $275. So $275 for a Smith & Wesson pistol is something that's going to draw people's attention. So first and foremost, chambered in 9mm. Has a 16 round magazine, seems to be a very good quality magazine, metal magazine, which Smith & Wesson generally always uses. So you get a total of 17 rounds, 16 plus 1 if you will. Reliability wise, this gun has eaten any sort of brass case ammo over the years I've put through it. Hollow points, full metal jacket, 115 grain up to 147 grain. However, it did have problems with, I believe, Silver Bear 115 grain, which is a steel case Russian ammo. So just pointing that out in terms of reliability. But this particular gun probably has 1,200, 1,500 rounds through it at this point, and the only time it's ever choked is with that steel case ammo. So reliability wise, it's been pretty good. Controls pretty ergonomic. Of course, it is set up for the right-handed shooter, so we do have our magazine release here on the left side of the pistol. Like I said, mags drop free, metal mags. It's one of the benefits of them. We have the slide release, slide lock here on the left side of the pistol as well. It is not ambidextrous. We have serrations up front. If you want to do press checks, you certainly can do that. And on the rear, these large serrations are something that I think initially a lot of budget pistols did because it was easier to mill them out that way. But I think what a lot of us have found, myself included and many others, is that having those wide serrations actually gives you an excellent grip. If you look at the new Beretta pistol, some of the agency arms cuts they're doing, and many others, they're giving those wide serrations because what it does is it really does give you a very good gripping surface on there. So that's certainly something that I do like, although I'm sure it was done for a price point, but it works out for all of us. The sights on the pistol are a 3-dot variety. They are all steel. The rear sight here has a nice ledge on it. You guys can probably check that out and actually see it here. So if you want to do one-handed manipulations, you certainly can do so. Speaking of basically how it feels and how you can manipulate it, the back strap here has good checkering as well as the front strap. It's very aggressive. And on the sides here, it's sort of almost like a custom stipple job that a lot of companies will do aftermarket. I mean, ergonomically, it feels excellent. If you guys like the Smith & Wesson M&P grip angle, you're going to like this grip angle. It feels good. It points naturally. So those are the things going for it for sure. One thing I know people are going to ask, due to the Sigma lineage, if you will, is how is the trigger? Well, a couple things. Number one, it still has that hinged trigger, so it's a two-piece trigger. With two-piece triggers, in my opinion, you're never going to get an excellent trigger, but you can get a good one. I think the current M&Ps are pretty decent. They're certainly shootable. This one here is decent. It's shootable. It's not as good as an M&P, so it's going to be a little bit heavier in the break. So just to kind of give you an idea, let you guys actually see it. Let me actually move closer to the camera so you can see. We have sort of this spongy area up here, and then the pull rather starts. You're pulling, and you got to go pretty much all the way back until it actually breaks. And here's the part really that I don't like. Right, you almost have to go almost like a 3/8 of an inch all the way out to get it to reset. So it's a long reset. You know, the trend these days for a lot of pistols is to get that short reset, and this one certainly doesn't have it. But the brake itself, right there, is right at 8 pounds on my scale. So 8 pounds is relatively heavy these days for a trigger, but it is absolutely nothing like a Sigma. Like I said, I did review the Sigma. I have Sigma experience, and this pistol is by far and away better than a Sigma in my opinion in just about every sort of way. So breakdown of the pistol is very simple as well. We're going to make sure it's clear, point in a safe direction. It's very Glock-like. Pull the slide back approximately 1/4 to 1/8 of an inch. Pull down on these two tabs here, if I can actually grab them, and release it. You can check out the components. Basic Browning style barrel, nothing too fancy there at all. No real machine marks or anything too crazy there on the inside of the slides. So again, for a price point pistol, that's pretty nice. Very simple. It looks very similar to a Sigma in terms of internals, which people will say looks similar to a Glock. Kind of, sort of. I wouldn't go that far. I'd say it looks like a Sigma on the inside, but like I said, reliability's been better in my opinion. Although a lot of people actually have had good luck with their Sigmas over the years, but easy to maintain. So for the kind of person that's going to look for a budget pistol, a lot of times what they want is simplicity. This gun will give you that. From what I understand, the SD9s will fit Sigma holsters. I haven't checked that, but that is what I understand on them. And I think that pretty much covers it. Sorry about the wind, that's why I came in the wind here to try to block some of it. But that's pretty much it. Again, the big reason I'm doing this video is because price point, right? You're getting a pretty reliable gun made by Smith & Wesson with Smith & Wesson's customer service for $275 shipped to your FFL. That, in my opinion, is something that I wouldn't sneeze at. Now, if you can afford an M&P, the M&Ps, in my opinion, better pistols in terms of just feel, fit, finish, all that stuff. These guns, like I said, if you know, it's probably had over 1,000 rounds of brass case ammo through it. It absolutely has, actually, now that I think about it, because probably only about 200 of it were steel that we put through it, and it's never had a malfunction with it. So it's pretty good reliability using good ammo. So if you use good ammo, you can expect good reliability, at least from what I've seen. One thing I didn't mention there, and I should have, is that it does have the little viewport there on the top, so you can actually see if it's loaded and not have to do a press check, because you can just visually look in there, provided you have light to do so. So again, that's pretty much it, guys. The link for this and the rebate and all that stuff will be down in the video description. Hope you guys learned something from it. It's not a terrible pistol like everybody makes it out to be, in my opinion. It's not a super refined pistol either, but if you want a simple gun that works under $300, this is one I'd take a look at. Thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and hope to see you in the next video.